Morning, my friends. This is Isaiah, and you are here. Hope that everyone is doing well and that everyone is safe right now in this time of uncertainty. I don't want to be cliche and talk about how dismal everything is, although I know that some people's situations and circumstances right now are not the best. And it's to those people that I extend my deepest regards and well wishes, and I hope and I pray and I intend that you're safe, you're well, and if you are affected by the virus thing going around, COVID-19 coronavirus, that you have a speedy recovery and that you're safe and that you stay in just a situation where you won't spread the virus. A lot of things going on right now, folks. Again, I can't say it enough. I just hope that everyone is well and everyone is safe out there. Right now, a lot of us are unable to work, I guess I should say, unable to go about our day-to-day routines, our day-to-day lives, unable to do the things that we need to do to, keep ourselves going. I know for many of us, this is a trying time, both financially and mentally. And I just want to say to everyone, now's the time when we really need to stay focused and we really need to pay attention to our thoughts, our inner state of being, our emotions. We need to stay really focused and we need to work together to get through these trying times. The latest thumbnail I released a few days ago talked about bioelectric beings, the fact that we are bioelectric beings, and we are. I'm going to touch on that today, but I had a few things that I want to say about the quarantine and everything that's going on in the world right now. First thing I want to say is if you're not affected by the virus or the illness that's going around and you're just stuck at home, this can be a good time. This can be a good thing. This can give you the opportunity to explore new areas of research you might have wanted to do. It's a great time to learn. If you're a creative person, if you're an artist, this would be a great and fantastic time for you to create and to think outside of the box. I've noticed right now in our community, or at least my community, the cadence of day-to-day life seems to be slowing down, and people just seem to be in somewhat of a peaceful state. The stress level in the collective consciousness seems to be diminishing just from what it was a few days ago, and humanity as a whole, at least again in my local area, from what I've experienced, seems to be coming together. Surprisingly more than what I had anticipated during this time. Now going forward, depending on how long this whole thing lasts, that may diminish. I hope that it doesn't. But it's up to us, and it's up to us to decide as to whether or not this togetherness that some of us in some communities are experiencing diminish or not. If we stay focused on one another and helping each other out during this trying time, we will survive and we will overcome this. We can't afford right now to lose our minds and to get stressed out and to lash out against one another. We have to focus on sharing and giving, especially those who struggle to provide for themselves, those who may be old and are unable to get out and to get around and to gain access to the things that they need just to survive. We need to reach out to those people and help them in any way that we can. For instance, our special needs people, elderly people especially right now, are having a hard time. Be mindful of what you do. Be mindful of what you say and what actions that you take in these days going forward. When you go to the store, try to be mindful of what you're buying. Buy only what you need for right now. There's nothing that says that everything's just going to stop and we're going to run out. People hoarding, like this toilet paper thing, it's insane. We need to share with one another. Everybody needs food and day-to-day toiletries and just things to survive. And if we're just gathering all that up and hoarding it just for ourselves, when we can't use all of it, it's not serving a purpose, it's not serving a greater good. We need to be thinking about these things right now. We need to be thinking about, okay, how is my actions and my feelings right now affecting someone else? We need to be always focused on that, but we need to be focused on that now more than ever. Now more than ever, we need to be focused on giving and sharing and community. And just being really mindful of what we do, say, think, and act. Everybody right now is under a certain level of stress. Everybody right now has concerns for their loved ones and for their families. And we need to understand and we need to respect that while we may be affected right now, ourselves, our local personal selves, are not the only ones being affected by everything. Kind of the subject I was going to talk about, us being bioelectric beings, ties into all of this. What does that mean? Bioelectric human being, bioelectricity, what is that? Basically, it's organic, naturally created energy, electricity. We all have a central nervous system. We literally have electricity that runs through our bodies and powers our systems every single day. Powers our brains, our minds, our organs. It gives us the energy and the ability to move forward and to take day-to-day action. There are certain things that we do that diminishes these energy levels and this electricity, so to speak. Excuse me. A lot of my titles and things that I discuss, for instance, bioelectric beings, I say these things in order to challenge you to look at things in a different way. And I've mentioned this before. The statement or term bioelectric being, it kind of grabs your attention. Why did I want you to think about this right now? The fact that we are bioelectric people, that we are bioelectric persons. Well, we don't think of these things commonly on the day-to-day basis unless you are an extroverted, I'll say that. That's the nicest way I can say it. An extroverted individual, not extroverted, eccentric. I am a touch extroverted / introverted, but eccentric is the word I'm looking for. Unless you're an eccentric individual and you think of these things, you think of the uncommon, you're not going to typically think about, oh, I'm a bioelectric creature. I have electricity that runs through my body and I make use of that electricity, that energy every single day. I wanted to bring that to our attention so that, you know, when we're thinking thoughts, when we're saying words, when we're doing certain things and taking certain actions, the electricity in our body, the energy, it emits a frequency. And I've discussed this before. And people pick up on that. And what we do, and it affects the world around us, okay? And right now, now more than ever, and I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but here we go. Now more than ever, we need to be mindful of that, okay? We need to be focused on what we are doing with our energy. We need to be spending it wisely. We need to be using it to lift others up and to lift ourselves up, to stay focused and stay positive. You know, people very rarely take the time to look outside of their own local perspective. And up to this point, that has caused a great deal of turmoil in this world. If this channel could ever only serve one purpose, it would be my hope that it would serve to help bring humanity together. I would hope that it would serve to make someone think. Think outside of the box. Think of life in such a way that helps you come to certain conclusions and helps you gain a greater quality of life, helps you to gain a greater grasp and hold over your existence. The greatest things in life that we could ever do is to serve someone else, is to be there for someone else in their time of need. It's one of the greatest things that we could ever do. And right now we need to use our energy. We need to use this electricity. It's firing and coursing through our veins and firing through our body day in and day out. We need to use it to serve the greatest good of our fellow man and of ourselves. Right now, we have an opportunity to shake things up a little bit and to get outside of our day-to-day routine. We have time. Time is something that we're not often granted. We have schedules that some of us stick to. Some of us have 9 to 5, some of us don't. But some of us have a daily routine, and we very rarely take the time to raise our head up out of the dirt, out of the sand, out of that day-to-day routine, to think about what's going on around us and what's going on in the world, the beauty that surrounds us. I hope that I can take advantage of some of this time that I have personally and take the time to get back on here, make more videos, and start reaching out. At one point I was making daily videos. Anyone who's followed my channel knows that. And with my focus on my career and my job and my family life and some new things that I've been doing in 2020, I've kind of gotten away from that. My time has been more limited. But recently I've been granted a little more time than I usually have. So use your time wisely right now. If you can't go to work, if you're stuck at home or stuck in your community and you're not able to get out much because of the whole quarantine, use your time wisely. Use this time to learn and to grow and develop yourself mentally and physically. Get outside, get outdoors, move around, walk, exercise when you can. Take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit. Make sure everything stays in balance and stays in check during these times. Because now more than ever, we need to keep a level head and we need to stay focused. And we need to be using our energy wisely. Well, I hope everyone stays safe out there and stays strong. And just know that my thoughts, my prayers, my intentions, my focus is with you right now in this time. I wish for nothing but your greatest good, prosperity and success, now and forever. I push nothing but positive energy and vibrations out towards you right now as you're watching this. I send all of my love out to you, saving only some love for my family and for myself. The rest of it goes to the world. It goes out to you right now, folks. I really mean that. If you feel like there's not anyone right now in your life that cares about your situation or what's going on, that's not true. It's me. I do. I may not know you. I may not know where you're at. I may not know what's going on in your life personally. But if you are out there somewhere, just know that there is a stranger that cares about you and cares about your greatest good and cares about what is happening to you right now. I invite you now to share in that with me and to make a space in your heart for your fellow man and to do what you can to give back and to take this love that I'm sharing with you now and share it with someone else. Hold a space in your heart right now for all of humanity, folks. Because in the days to come, we don't know what could happen. So take the time now, right this minute, in this moment, to save a space in your heart for those around you. Until next time, my friends, I hope that you stay safe, that you're protected, and you're well. And as always, I hope that you have much peace in your mind, much love in your heart, much balance in your soul. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.